Welcome back, or welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and as you may already know, I did recently just about max out both villages, Home and Builder Hall, Town Hall 12 and Builder Hall 9. All of these defenses completely maxed out, the storages, the pumps, the mines, everything maxed out. But there was one slight just feeling of incompleteness here, and that was, of course, the walls. Now, the walls at Builder Hall 9 are kind of exorbitantly priced, kind of like the Town Hall 12 maxed out level 13 walls. And but I gotta say, look at these walls. They are the best looking walls in the game, in my opinion. The level 9 walls are amazing. They're good looking walls. Now, are they that useful? Are they that powerful? Maybe not, but they're good looking walls. So we got to light them up here with the decorations. And finally, okay, let's just lay down the rest of the walls and talk about the issue here. So there's 36 walls, 180 wall segments, but each wall segment is 5 individual pieces. So it's kind of misleading, but when you get down to it, there's 36 walls that you can max out at Builder Hall 9. Now, of course, all of my walls previous to this last update were at level 8, and then I was able to grab a couple with wall rings, and we had some friendly sponsors, and that's where I have to say shout out to the friendly sponsors. My viewers over on Facebook Gaming, they went ahead and sponsored the remaining walls. That's right. So what ended up happening is every one of them got a wall, at least one wall, more than one wall for some people, named after them, and we will put the Master Builder to work in just a moment to inscribe every single one of these walls with the individual donors' names. So if you're not familiar, the amount of resources that it takes to purchase a level 9 wall from level 8 is the equivalent of just over 2,300 gems. Hey Siri, what's 2,373 divided by 14,000?
2,373 divided by 14,000 is 0.1695.
So, mathematically speaking, that's $16.95 for a wall, people. That is extreme. And, you know, I said I'm against purchasing resources with gems, but hey, the viewers came through. They came through with the donos. They dropped the stars on Facebook, and we went ahead and maxed out every last wall thanks to my extremely generous viewers. It was a lot of fun. And of course, I will have the inscriptions ready in just a couple of minutes. The Master Builder's kind of slow with that, but just a quick shout out to Adam S., Paul P., Michael R., Tom B., John S., Christina C., Jesse B., Tom B., Mike B., Toggy, Brian B., and Zeke of the Falls. Those were the people that were so kind as to help me out with the walls. And I gotta tell you, they're looking good, looking awfully good with this actual base setup. This base, actually, I will talk about in a future episode. But for now, let's remember one other little problem, and that was that we weren't quite maxed out in the lab. We had Boxer Giants and Night Witches that still needed to be maxed out. But other than that, that was there. Oh yeah, the gem mine. Okay, so we went ahead, and again, this was because viewers encouraged me. Okay, they told me to do this. Okay, normally I wouldn't do that. I would not. I mean, it makes no sense. You're going to gem a gem mine so you can gain like a 2/10 of a gem a day or half a gem a day. It's ridiculous. It's just not reasonable. But the viewers wanted to see a completely maxed out Builder Hall 9, Town Hall 12, so here we are. Now, of course, it's time to finish off with the Night Witches, purchasing the elixir, and okay, so then we ran out of gems again. We already bought gems earlier in this episode, right? But we didn't have enough to max out the Boxer Giants. So we got the Night Witches up to level 18, but the Boxer Giants weren't quite there yet. So, yeah, more gems than we had. So you know what that means, right? Back to the shop. So we head on back to the shop to purchase more gems. I haven't even added up how many gems we purchased total in this stream or in this gemming series. There's been a lot of gems. It's been expensive the last, I would say, 2 weeks. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know that the chests of gems, they're showing up. I mean, they are really, yeah, it's been an expensive season, but it's been a lot of fun, obviously. And don't worry, I'm not bored. Now that my account is maxed out, don't worry, I actually play 11 different accounts. So it's fun to do this on one. I would never think of doing it on more than one because that doesn't make any sense. Of course, to many of you, this doesn't make sense either. But all right, there it is. And the builders have nothing to do. 2 builders over here or 6 at home, whatever it is. Either way, they've got, yeah, I gemmed the builders so I could have free builders so that I could have another builder. So I had no need for builders building. All right, so there, the profile page, you can see everything at home is maxed out, troops and spells. Everything in the builder base as well, maxed out, troops and no spells, obviously. So what does it mean? What do we do now? Well, of course, I'll be playing on the other accounts, but now is the time. We are a fully maxed out Builder Hall 9. We are ready to go. Nobody can defeat this base. It is time to go find a match. So we get out there, and sure enough, the first match we find, we tied this guy 64-64, and then the second match we find, just okay. So okay. Gems don't buy skill, right? It's going to take some more practice to get better at Builder Hall 9. That's all I have to say. I will tell you this. I did spend a lot of time practicing, getting better. Everybody has their moments, okay? So back off. It is just one of those things where, you know, you can't win all of the battles all of the time. Nobody does. Everybody has, yeah, okay, I don't know. This guy, he crushed me, man. He crushed a fully maxed out Builder Hall 9, 70%. And look at that army, quite the variety right there. Ground attacking. And, yeah. Okay, now I will tell you that more often than not, I am coming across the archetypes of bases. And what I mean is there are like 3 or 4 basic types of bases that I'm seeing over and over and over again. And I'm getting down to the point where I can pretty much decode these bases and it will fall into one of those 4 categories, which then shall be met with one of those 4, or it might even be 3 attacks. So I will be showing those attacks and those strategies and breaking down every single Builder Hall 9 base in a future episode. But for now, let's check out the Hog Glider as they move in. And again, the stun is amazing from these Hog Gliders. It is a lot of fun. The P.E.K.K.A.s, I'm telling you right now, this combination right here, if you can get it in the right timing, if you can get it after the right base, is completely broken. I mean, so overpowered, it is absolutely broken. The problem is, the bases are not always going to be conducive to this style attack, but when they are, you're going to crush them, okay? With these maxed out units going after, and also we have to remember this, okay? And this is a little asterisk in here. Of course, most of these bases don't have maxed out Builder Hall 9 defenses, and there is going to be this big difference between Builder Hall 8 and Builder Hall 9. So automatically, you can probably subtract about 10% damage from these attacks where I'm going after lower level defenses. When I'm going after players that have some Builder Hall 9 defenses and some Builder Hall 8 defenses, it could probably make the difference of about 5 buildings, which is going to be about 10%. So it is going to change, and obviously it will be a while before the bulk of players get to maxed out Battle Machine, maxed out Builder Hall 9 defenses, and then once again you'll see a much better look at who really is the best in the world when it's, you know, apples versus apples and not apples versus slightly less ripe apples. So, all right, so 98%, where's the last building? Oh, it's going to be at the top corner, and the Hog Gliders are going to get there first. On their way. This is funny because I've noticed that the auto building, when it's not fully upgraded, it's tiny. It's actually easy to miss. You can hide it behind a statue, and that could be an advantage for players that are trying not to get 3 stars. So, I mean, this guy hit 64% 2-star with dropships and minions. That's solid. I mean, that is a solid attack, and I feel like in the top, like global top 50, top 100, you need to be hitting high 60s, low 70s in order to expect to win. All right, again, okay, Hog Gliders, a lot of fun. So much fun to drop these. And of course, the problem is, though, when you have these outside buildings, like you see the camps that are set way out towards the outside, you don't have cleanup troops, and you don't want to sacrifice an entire camp of, say, Hog Gliders or a P.E.K.K.A. out there. Now, of course, well, okay, I take that back. The P.E.K.K.A. is perfect for this. Drop the P.E.K.K.A. way outside or the battle machine, and they can clean this up, and then they can roll their way on into the base. Now, as they move in, you got to get the Hog Gliders ready. Got to take a look at what defenses you're going to be stunning, because obviously, if you're stunning air defenses, if you're stunning air bombs and firecrackers, that's completely useless. But if you can chain stun some of the things like the slammers, the double cannons, of course the giant cannon, the Mega Tesla is a big one as well. Those are going to make a huge difference. But particularly, check out the Crusher right there. Getting chain stunned never gets a shot off, and now the units roll right in what is usually the obstacle that prevents your attacking units on the ground anyway from getting into the core of a base. And once it's gone, well, there's not a lot that can be done, especially again when a lot of these defenses are just Builder Hall 8. So, you know, yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm not claiming to be like some pro player. I'm just showing you what a maxed out Builder Hall 9 can do. And let me tell you, they can do some work. Again, it comes down to the Mega P.E.K.K.A.s, Super P.E.K.K.A.s, whatever they're called. Mega P.E.K.K.A.s from ClashCon, right? Super P.E.K.K.A.s. And they're going to roll through the rest of this base and take it down one more time. So yeah, this was a fun night of experimenting with Builder Hall 9 for the very first time, just playing around with a fully maxed out base and just seeing what damage we could do. Now, most of the battles were victories, and again, there were a lot of battles where we were playing against players that were lower level, and they didn't have maxed out troops, they didn't obviously have maxed out Builder Halls, and especially the walls. Although, you know, I'm attacking almost all of the time with air troops, so walls don't matter, but a lot of these guys were coming at me with ground troops, and that can make things difficult when you're going after those Builder Hall 9 walls. Again and again, we saw some ties. We saw some close battles. Old Dirty, good friend of mine, he did me dirty 66% with the same strat. Notice that, Hog Glider. And yeah, so again, a few more victories. And eventually, we did climb up the global leaderboards. Now, I've done this a couple more times in live streams, Facebook, Gaming, fb.gg/realgaladongaming if you want to come by a live stream. And we've gotten up to top 50 global, and I've gotten, I think, into the top 10 US was about as well as I've done. I think I might have made like top 5 US, but on this particular night, we pushed all the way to 12th in the US, and then not quite top 50, although yes, I have been there recently. I think it was 75th, yeah. So 75th. We'll keep trying different bases out and see how we do. This is a Legend League base that has had a lot of 1-star luck for me recently. If you're looking for one, I will definitely be linking these up. You want to come by a live stream though, that is the best place to get more information from me as far as bases. And of course, friendly challenges. I will be challenging other players in both Builder Base and in the home village. In the meantime, a special thank you and shout out to all of my wall owners. The Master Builder did a great job for Adam S., who had a ton of walls. Paul P., of course, helped out as well. Everybody got their names on walls. Michael R., John S. You guys look good, I gotta say, and this was a lot of work from the builder to do this. There's Christina C. Can't quite see the end of the last name there. It's covered by the wall. Tom B. got his own walls as well. Jesse B., and this is going to continue. Here we got another one. Mike B., of course, a lot of B's. I don't know. Saving the builder, Master Builder some work. Toggy got in there. And of course, not to be forgotten, we had Brian B. And then a slightly different wall here, a setup for Zeke of the Falls. Thank you guys again, especially to Adam, who sponsored 14 walls, and Paul, who sponsored 9. All of you guys are amazing, though, so make sure you stop by a live stream. Thank you, as always, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. Now, make sure that you, I don't know. Make sure you do all the stuff I say at the end of every episode, right? All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Full attack. I didn't say it. Forgive me.
Galidon. Most players pay to win. You're the first I've seen pay to lose.